Welcome to our Devos this week, where we have been talking about the victorious life. Did you know that you have a victorious life? Did you know that you are an overcomer? Did you know that Christ has done everything so that you realize that you can live above the circumstances of this world? If not, we're hoping that this devotional helps you. And today I want to give you some hope that you need right now, especially if you're dealing with a sin, or if you're feeling guilty or beat up by having committed a sin, which all of us feel that way from time to time. This is the central idea of what we need to know as Christians about sin. Sin has lost its power. I didn't say sin has no power whatsoever, because sin has a great deal of power if we give sin its power. Sin has a draw on us. It says in James that we are all drawn away by our own lusts, and we eventually fall into sin. We are drawn by that. But when it comes to power, the power of sin has been absorbed by Jesus Christ when he took upon all sin at the cross. Take a look with me in Romans chapter 6, verse 14. Sin will have no dominion over you, since you are not under the law, but you are under grace. The grace of God gives you the ability to live above the powers of sin. That's why, as a Christian, you should live differently. You should look differently. You should talk differently. There should be something different about you. You should have a different outlook. You should have more hope than the people around you. You should have more ability and perspective to see things in a different way, because you're not under the same power as this world. This world is under something, as it says in Colossians, which is this present darkness. You're not under darkness. Sin has lost its dominion over you, and you are called out of darkness into the light to worship God. The next time that you beat yourself up and say things like, I'm never going to quit this sin, which we have a devotional series on getting rid of that habitual sin, which is helpful in this topic. But as soon as you start to realize that you are not under that power, that sin does not have that same draw as it would if you did not know Jesus, then you start to have the hope that you can conquer it. Then you start to have the hope that you can turn a corner. Then you start to envision a life where that sin doesn't dominate you like it used to, where materialism doesn't dominate you, where addiction doesn't dominate you, where these negative thoughts and these habitual bad patterns dominate you. You can imagine a life where you are completely free. I'm going to give you the shortcut right now. You already are. You just have to walk in the freedom by which Christ has already called you. You have a victorious life.